n dash is complete. A space is said to be complete if and only if every Cauchy sequence converge to its own element. Then we have to choose a Cauchy sequence in a B and n dash and prove that this Cauchy sequence converge to an element which also belongs to B and n dash. Then let Tn be Cauchy sequence in B and n dash. Since Tn is Cauchy sequence in B and n dash, then by definition of Cauchy sequence, we have norm of Tn minus Tn will be less than epsilon for all n greater or equal to n0 of epsilon. Or we can say that norm of Tn minus Tn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. This is the definition of Cauchy sequence. Now, we know that the transformation T is defined as from n to n dash. Means what? For all x belongs n, T of x belongs n dash. But in hypothesis in our domain, we know that n dash is Banach space. N dash is Banach space. Tn of x belongs to n dash. Since it is given that n dash is Banach space. Then since n dash is Banach space, this implies that n dash is complete. N dash is complete means what? This implies that our sequence, our Cauchy sequence Tn converge to T which belongs n. Or if you want, we can say that there exists a transformation T which belongs n dash such that limits of Tn when n tends to infinity is equal to T, or Tn of x tends to T which belongs n dash. Now, the only things we have to know now is that this T belongs B and n dash. But you know the definition of B and n dash. B and n dash is the set of all bounded continuous linear transformation from n into n dash. Then we will prove that this transformation T is a linear transformation, is continuous, is bounded, and is bounded. Now to prove T is a linear transformation. Is a linear transformation. When a transformation is said to be linear transformation, T is a linear transformation. T is a linear transformation if for two scalar alpha, beta belongs to field F, and for all x, y belongs n, T of alpha x plus beta y is equal to alpha T of x plus beta T of y. This is the definition of linear transformation. Now, let us choose two scalar alpha, beta, which belongs to field F. Field F can be a set of real number or a set of complex number. And let x, y belongs n. Now, T of alpha x plus beta y is equal to what? This is equal to limit when n tends to infinity of Tn of alpha x plus beta y. Because we know that t is equal to the limit when n tends to infinity of Tn of x. Now, since Tn is a linear transformation, then we can apply the definition of linear transformation there, and we have limit when n tends to infinity of Tn of alpha x plus Tn of beta y. And this is equal to limit when n tends to infinity of alpha Tn of x plus beta Tn of y. By definition of limit, we know that the limit of sum of two functions is equal to sum of limit of those functions. Means what? It is equal to limit of alpha Tnx when n tends to infinity plus limit when n tends to infinity to beta Tny. Since alpha and beta are two scalar, we can make it outside the limit, and you have alpha limit Tnx n tends to infinity plus beta limit when n tends to infinity to Tny. Now, by definition of t, this is alpha Tx plus beta Ty. Therefore, we have t of alpha x plus beta y is equal to this, which proves that t is a linear transformation. Now, we have to prove that this t is bounded. To prove t is bounded, modulus, which says that we know that absolute value of norm of x minus norm of y is always less than or equal to norm of x minus y. To prove t is bounded, we shall use this. We have norm of Tn minus norm of Tn in absolute value is less than or equal to norm of Tn minus Tn. Since Tn is a Cauchy sequence, this means that this will be less than epsilon for all n greater or equal to n naught of epsilon. Because n is a Cauchy sequence, Tn is Cauchy sequence. This implies that Tn is Cauchy sequence. Is Cauchy sequence of real number. Real number, set of real number which is R. But we know that every Cauchy sequence of real number is bounded. Therefore, we can say that Tn is bounded. Tn is bounded. This means what? There exists a positive integer k such that norm of Tn of x is less than or equal to k norm of x. Now, we shall show that t is bounded. You know, norm of t of x is equal to norm of limits when n tends to infinity of Tn of x. And this is less than or equal to k norm of x. This implies that t is bounded. But we know that if a transformation is bounded, or a transformation is bounded if and only if it is continuous. T T is bounded, if and only if it is continuous. Then this implies immediately that T is also continuous. Then we have proved that T is a linear transformation, T is bounded, and T is continuous. Finally, we consider T is an element of B and dash. Now, to prove Tn converge to T is our last step. Tn is a Cauchy sequence in B and N dash. We have log of Tn minus T is equal to supremum using this definition of log of T n minus T all into x such that log of x is less than or equal to 1 or all x belongs n. This is equal to supremum of log of T nx minus T of x such that log of x is less than or equal to 1 for x belongs n. And this will be less than epsilon because Tn is a Cauchy sequence. Tn minus T is less than epsilon for all n greater or equal to n naught of epsilon. And this implies that Tn converge to T as n tends to infinity. And we know that T is an element of B n dash. Therefore, every Cauchy sequence in B n dash converge to its own limit. Therefore, B and n dash is a Banach space. Let's improve. Thanks.